Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my channel. I'm Frank and welcome to the Making the Makerspace series. This is video 2 and today I'm going to be showing you the garage and kind of the workshop, the paint booth upstairs, a little bit of the print farm, and the next video is going to be about the new studio with a couple cool surprises. So let's get started. A lot of this right now is temporary in the sense of the layout. We do still have some contractors coming in very soon to get rid of the garage door. I'm gonna have a whole wall there. Eventually we're gonna build a whole new garage farther in front of the house, and this will be just a dedicated workshop. So there's a lot more going on in here. And if you guys have any suggestions on some like really cool organization ideas, or hey man, why don't you try mounting this there or doing that there, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to know how you guys are organizing your little maker spaces or workshops. But before we move on to anything else, if you guys could please remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell and turn on all notifications. It'll really help the channel out. I'm trying to expand my reach obviously and get more people interested in this hobby and learning about 3D printing. Let's start the tour. First, let's start with 3D printers. Some people might not call this a print farm, while others may. Currently, I have 8 printers running with more in works. I still need to run some electrical to this side. What's great about these is 2 of them fit perfectly. I really couldn't have these shelves fit any better here. The only downside is the bed travel. Now, this is a problem with some printing racks. The bed travels a little bit too far back and overhangs the end of the platform, even when the feet are moved all the way up. So I have to leave the bottom, the back of this open. On the top here I have pegboard, and what I've started to do is cut the bottom of the pegboard. I need to move that bar up because the Pro V2s are just a little bit too tall and they're hitting, but once I cut that up more, they'll be able to travel back just fine. I have all my filaments sitting up top and they're all still sealed, but I still really don't use any filament dryers. Everything's printing here fine. I don't have bad stringing issues. I usually burn through the filament pretty quickly, so it's not too big of an issue, but the Ender 5 Pluses, look how close those fit together when sitting on the racks. Now I couldn't put more 5 Pluses here because of just how close they sit, then these little bars would hit, but 2 and 2 are perfect. But this is a little bit of the problem with the shelf space. I can't fit these giant printers here without turning them sideways, and putting them on these racks just isn't feasible. The bed travel would be insane. Then I have some nice pegboard that I put on the back of this. I'm gonna be mounting tools there. It'll just be kind of handy for moving around here and getting prints on and off. Kind of the same way I have the pegboard on this side, just kind of hold some, projects that I'm currently working on. I actually started printing a lot of really cool holders and organizational tools. Thingiverse is a gold mine for that type of stuff. And then I have my little resin station here. This is kind of still in work. I'm not the biggest fan of this layout. The X156 from EPAX, it fits perfectly there. I mean, I built the shelves to fit it. So obviously, and this is like the resin curing station. Wham Bam sent me some products that I still need to review, like this mat, the flex plates for the printers. Then I have my little cure station. It's only good for really small prints, things that can actually fit in the vat. I do want to get a bigger one. And then I have some of my ISO up here, my resins up here. I'm running very low, and I don't know what I'm gonna do up there. We'll figure it out. Moving over here, I put this metal plate here because this is where I do a lot of grinding and cutting, and I don't want to damage this wood. I know I got it a little dirty and stained already. More pegboard. I mounted a light up there for better visibility. And then we just have all of our cabinets. I'm probably gonna paint these a certain color, and I'm still working on how these are gonna be organized, and each one's gonna have a dedicated purpose, but it's working out pretty nicely. Same goes for down there, just a lot of tools and organization. Now, we do have a little bit of clutter in here. There's stuff that I do want to move out of here, like these bikes. Currently, I have some stuff in the bathroom sitting over there, some extra stuff, because we're going to be getting a shed installed behind the garage, and that's going to be like our outdoor kind of area, and this will be the workshop, so it'll come in handy. Obviously, having all the pool stuff here kind of takes up a little bit of room. We're thinking about kind of sectioning that off. And we have my air compressor sitting in the bathroom, but once we get the garage more finished, that might get moved somewhere, or we might just get rid of the bathroom. We'll see. Built this metal rack to kind of hold all my inward helmets and projects. Some up there are kind of finished. You have more that are in work, and it fits my toolbox perfectly. I'm working on a holder system for like the sandpaper, so I can organize that a lot better on the walls, and I can just almost like business cards. I can just pull sheets of sandpaper out and call it a day. Let me take you guys upstairs real quick. There's nothing crazy to see up here, and it's hot, so I don't want to stay up here too long, but this is slowly turning into the paint booth. Now I have all of my paints on a rack here, and then the eventual plan is to have 3 section chambers, and this will be for priming and sanding, and this will be for painting, and this one will be for clear coat. I have a bunch of plastic tarps and sheeting right here that I'm going to use to make chambers, and then I'm going to run ducting through the back. We're going to have an inlet fan pulling in air, and we're going to have an exhaust fan over there extracting air, and there's going to be 3 filters in each booth pulling air out. Having a good variety of paint is always nice. As I get my airbrush and my spray gun running, obviously I'm going to move away from spray paint, or at least add on to my arsenal. I need to get a couple more Lazy Susans. These things are great. I've also been using these planks of wood as like a holder, so as I paint something, I'll take it off, slide it right under, move on to the next paint step. These racks are what I had in England in my spare room that was holding my old printers. They're not as strong as the ones I have downstairs from Lowe's, but you can get these super cheap on Amazon. So for something like this, I had them as extra, so I figured why not use them. That kind of does it for the tour and how the garage looks. Obviously things are going to continually evolve. I'm still starting to get into that motion and the organizational and the order of operation of how I like building here. And as always, as I say in all my other videos, if you guys have any suggestions or recommendations or requests for tutorials or videos, please let me know. Leave a comment down below. I read all of them and I try to respond to as many as possible. And a lot of the videos I made are due to your comments and requests, so don't stop doing that. That wraps it up for this video, guys. Please stay tuned for video 3 in making the Makerspace, where I show you the new studio and a lot of cool new projects and goodies that I have going on up there. Thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a good day.